You've probably come across so many YouTube videos, including my own, that list multiple digital product ideas to sell online, how to get started, and a few quick tips here and there on how to actually sell them. Maybe you were inspired by some of these ideas, you created and listed your products, and months have gone by with zero results. The main frustration I have heard from you guys is your products are not getting any traffic or sales despite your efforts. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my top strategies that I have learned over the years that have helped me make consistent digital product sales. So grab a pen, a paper, and a drink of your choice, and let's get started. Strategy number one is to start growing your own community that may be interested in the products you offer. And to do this, you need to start building an email list. I feel like this always sounds a little daunting to people just getting started online. I know when I first started, I was super intimidated to build an email list because I assumed the tech behind it would be complex, and I don't enjoy writing, so I hated the thought of writing weekly newsletters to my subscribers. But full transparency, my email list has brought me the most income than any other avenue I have used to make sales. And there's a few reasons for this. First, it's the best way to reach your audience directly without relying on social media algorithms. Sometimes we work so hard on a post that we publish only to get very little engagement because the algorithm is just not working in our favor that day. Also, when social media shuts down for a day or more, you still have a way to reach your audience through your email list. On top of that, it's a way to capture your potential customers' contact information when they don't purchase from you right away. So you can slowly start warming them up to your brand by connecting with them on a weekly basis, which will encourage them to eventually purchase. Okay, your first step to building this list is to choose an email marketing platform. There are many great options here. There's MailChimp, ConvertKit, Flowdesk, Drip, ActiveCampaign, the list goes on. So just make sure to do your research on which one suits you best. I personally use Flowdesk, so I will leave my affiliate link down below, which gives you 50% off your first year if you choose to go with it. But of course, no pressure. There are many options you can choose from. So once you've chosen your email marketing platform, you need to create a freebie, which is something you offer to your audience for free in exchange for their email address. And this has to be something relevant to the products that you offer. So here's one of my examples. I offer a free Etsy shop setup guide for digital products. And on the first page, I mention at the bottom that I offer a comprehensive ebook for Etsy sellers. So if you were to click on this link, you'd be taken to the landing page of that ebook where subscribers can decide whether or not they want to purchase it. Then I go to provide a ton of value in my free guide, walking them through step by step how to set up their shop. And then on the very last page, I include additional resources where I list the ebook again right over here, and then some classes that I offer as well. And then I encourage them to come follow me on YouTube and Instagram for daily free tips. If you're struggling to think of what you can offer for free, let's go over a couple of examples. Let's say you sell digital wall art. You can offer one of your printables from your shop for free, or you can offer a guide for modern home decor tips. It has to intrigue your specific target customer. Maybe you sell digital planners. You can offer a digital to-do list for free or a guide on productivity and time management. If you can't think of anything, let me know what products you sell down below and we can brainstorm together some ideas on what you can create for free. Give yourself at least a few days to create this freebie because you want to make sure it's high quality and something your potential customers will love. Once you're done, it's time to create a landing page where people go to download your freebie. So here's an example of a landing page for one of my new free guides, the digital product roadmap. So it just includes a few elements. First, you're going to need an image of the cover of your guide just to show them what they're getting. And then I just usually include a title and a subtitle, once again, letting them know what the guide is all about. And then I put together a short description to get them excited to sign up for this guide. So feel free to pause the video here and just take a screenshot to get an idea of how you can put yours together. If you're using flow desk to create your landing page, it would be under forms. So you would just click on new form, and then you can choose from all the templates that they have to offer. Regardless of which platform you choose, they will all have templates available for you. If you're not sure how to title your landing page and what to write in the description, you can get inspiration from other creators within your niche. So go to their websites and find something that they offer for free to see how they present their free product, just to get some ideas. After your landing page is done, you'll need to create a delivery email, which obviously delivers the freebie to the subscriber, and a welcome sequence, which typically includes 3 to 5 emails spaced about 1 to 2 days apart. The purpose of this series of emails is to warm up your audience to your brand, provide them with a ton of value, and encourage them to take action by visiting your website, following you on social media, etc. Now, I'm not going to go through a detailed tutorial here because every email marketing platform is different, so I recommend finding free YouTube tutorials on the platform you chose. But I'll share with you an example of a delivery email and one of my emails within a welcome sequence. So here is an example of a delivery email I put together for the digital product roadmap. It's very straightforward and very simple. I just remind them what they've subscribed to. I've included the button where they actually download the file. And then at the end, I encourage them to take action to follow me on YouTube and Instagram. I'm not mentioning any of my products or my website to purchase from just yet. Now, this is the first email within my welcome sequence, so subscribers would receive this email a day after they've subscribed to the digital product roadmap. Once again, feel free to pause the video and take a screenshot just to see how I put this together. But basically, I'm reminding them again who I am and why I'm sending them this email. And then I always provide some sort of value. So I mentioned that I have a quick tip for them, what that tip is. And then after I've provided them with value, I encourage them to take action once again to follow me on social media. And then I do mention my ebook at the very end if they wanted to check it out. Your subject line is also very important. It's what's going to get people to click. So for this email example, I wrote in, "This will guarantee your digital product sales." I always like to take a look at my analytics afterward to see what subject lines get people to click more often. And it just requires practice and reviewing your analytics over time to figure out what works. Once this is all done, it's time to share the link to your landing page everywhere you are active online on a consistent basis. Share it with people you know and ask them to share it with people they know that might be interested in your brand. If you're selling products on Etsy, share it in your banner and your announcement section. Place it in your link in bio and add a call to action for any new followers checking out your account. As you start gaining subscribers, it's important to send out weekly newsletters, providing your audience with value within your niche. Again, everything has to be relevant to your brand and the products you offer. If you need help coming up with clever subject lines and what to write in your emails to encourage your subscribers to take action, go into your inbox and see what you've subscribed to. What subject lines have encouraged you to click on an email? What's written in these emails that have encouraged you to click on the links? Okay, moving on to strategy number 2, which is to promote your products on Pinterest. You might already be using Pinterest to get inspiration on things like home decor, planning events, fashion tips, or whatever it may be. But it's actually an incredible marketing tool. First of all, it's free to use, which is great, and it's a search engine. So if your pins are high quality and they include relevant keywords, then Pinterest users will find your pins if the keywords they typed into the search bar match the keywords you used. Also, Pinterest users are typically looking for 2 things. One is inspiration for something they're planning, so they need visuals, and products to purchase because every pin directs them to a website, whether it's a blog or a product to buy. You'll also notice that many of these product pins direct you to Etsy products because many Etsy sellers use Pinterest to promote their products. Now, I recognize that Pinterest can be very confusing when you're starting out, so I'll try simplifying it as much as possible. Think of your profile as an online magazine split up into categories. So each board is a category that should ultimately target the same type of audience, because that's what gets people to follow your profile. So for example, if you sell digital wedding invitations, then example boards you can have are wedding dresses, wedding flowers, wedding stationery, etc. So these boards would be a mix of your own pins as well as other people's pins that complement yours. That's what's going to attract the right people to your profile. So let me show you how to quickly create a few pins of your products and how to upload them onto Pinterest. I'm going to be using Kittl, which I absolutely love because it's an easy to use graphic design software that comes with many beautiful pre-made templates for social media, for print on demand products, for digital products, and so much more. You can sign up for free using the link down below to test out their platform. And because I love using their platform so much, I've partnered with them to give you guys 25% off your first year for any paid subscription if you choose to go with one. Just use code SandraYT at checkout. Okay, so let's go to the search bar and type in Pinterest to browse through the templates. And you'll notice that the thumbnails show you what the artboards look like. So this one here has 2 different artboards that you can customize. It's great because then you can create multiple pins at a time. This one has 3. So I like this one here. You'll see how easy it is to customize the colors and the text and the images. So let's select this one here. You'll notice that the artboards are tall because Pinterest likes to see tall pins, a minimum of 2:3 ratio, which is what these artboards are set to. And Pinterest also likes to see fresh pins, which are pins they've never seen before. So that's why it's nice to have a variety of images and how they all look. So let's go in and start editing this pin here. Now, the first thing I would do is upload images of your products that you've created already, whether that's for Etsy or your website or social media. I've already gone ahead and done that right over here. So go into uploads, click on upload, and you can then add in your images from your computer. So I've already done that. Now, when I select this image, it says the object is using a mask. So let's release the mask, and I'm going to remove this image. Let's actually delete it. Let's delete this one, and I'm going to drag mine into the mask right here. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm just going to edit the text to suit my product and my website. Okay, I like the text, but I'm actually gonna make it lowercase. That looks better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and edit more of this text. To center your text and your elements, just go over here and center it. Looking good so far. I'm going to change the background color. So let's select slide 1. Under background color, you can go to the eyedropper tool if you want to match it to one of the colors in your products. Okay, so that looks good. It's just as easy as that. My first pin is done. And if you actually want to add more artboards so that you can edit more pins, you can just select one of the artboards and hit Option and then drag it over. Or I believe it's Alt if you're using a PC. Let's go ahead and start editing the next pin. I'm just going to remove this image and let's add in 2 new images over here. Select both and let's just make them a little smaller. So to save time, I'm going to copy and paste the text from over here and just drag it over. Let's remove this. And I'm going to just change the text slightly because like I mentioned, it's great to have fresh pins and just a variety of pins. And that includes text and images. To help the text pop a little, I'm gonna add an element. So let's go into elements over here and add a square, and let's just change up the color. And we can send it to the back. So right click, send it to the back. And then finally, I'm gonna add a drop shadow to my images to just help them pop. So select one of the images, let's go to drop shadow, and I can just reduce it slightly. So you can see how easy it is to use Kittl's templates. Just upload your own images and replace the default ones, change up the text and the colors, and you can quickly create a variety of them in a matter of minutes. So I'm happy with the way these pins turned out. I think they look great and they're very different from each other. So I have 3 fresh pins ready to go. So you can go ahead and download your pins using the button on the top right. What I absolutely love about Kittl is that you can actually control the resolution of all your digital files. So you can even create digital artwork, digital planners, and you can change the DPI to 300, for example. Now let me show you how to actually upload your pin onto Pinterest. So go into your profile and click on Save. saved. If you haven't added any boards yet, it's very easy to do. Just go into the plus sign over here, select board, and then name your board. Once you've done that, you can click on the plus sign again and then hit pin. And this is where we can actually drag in the pins that we've created. So you're gonna add in a title and a description, and both of them should include multiple relevant keywords to help your pins get found. So I've already created a title and a description for this one. So I'm going to copy and paste it into here. Now, I'm not gonna go into detail how to find all of your keywords because that would make this video so much longer, but I've also created another video that goes through all of that. I will link that down below for you so you can check that out after this video. Then you're going to add the link to the product landing page so that once people find this pin and they click on it, they're going to be directed to your product. And then just select the board that you want this pin to show up in. It's just that easy. The goal is to stay consistent with publishing pins every single day. This includes your product pins as well as other people's pins. If you stay consistent, I promise your monthly views will go up, your impressions and clicks will increase, and you'll continue to attract more and more of your ideal audience to your profile. Okay, strategy number 3 is a bit quicker, but it works wonders, especially if you have started growing an email list or you're sharing your products on social media. And that's to run sales and promotions. If you're about to launch new digital products or your current products are not performing well, running a sale will definitely stimulate new traffic to your website. And there's a bonus here if you're selling on Etsy. Shoppers have the option to filter for products that are on sale, and therefore your products can rank in this smaller pool of digital products. On top of that, if shoppers have favorited your products or added them to their carts but haven't purchased yet, they'll get a notification that those products are currently on sale, and therefore will encourage them to purchase quicker. So in order to get the word out that your products are currently on sale, if you're selling on Etsy, include the sale in your banner and your announcement section. It also really helps to have limited time offers in order to encourage people to take action right away. So if you're promoting it to your email list or Instagram, let people know that they only have 7 days, for example, before this offer is gone. It will give them a sense of urgency to take action quickly. Now, do not just announce the sale once and hope that everyone comes running to your shop. People have to be constantly reminded that a sale is going on, and sometimes people don't see your promotions the first, second, or even third time. Strategy number 4 is to consistently provide value to your audience and share the benefits of using your products on Instagram. Instagram is a great way to grow a community of loyal followers that you can share your brand with. You can either use your current Instagram account if you have one, or start a brand new one that's dedicated to your business only. Now, there are so many digital marketing experts that are way more experienced with Instagram and share their growth tips online for free, which I highly recommend checking out. But here are the methods that I have used over the years that have helped me grow and attract my ideal audience consistently. First and foremost, you have to provide value to your audience in order to give them a reason to follow you and stick around. The worst thing you can do for your business is to just constantly post images of your products and ask your audience to buy from you. You need to gain their trust first by sharing what your brand is all about and helping them overcome struggles that they're currently facing. So let's say you sell resume and cover letter templates. You can share interview tips, top items that should always be included in your resume, how to find job postings in your area, etc. Showing up on a consistent basis for your audience will constantly put you in their radar and encourage them to check out your paid products. You can also show yourself using your products if you don't have social proof yet. This is what I did before I got any sales. I printed out my own artwork and shared what they look like framed in my home office. I printed out my digital planners and showed me actually using them and how they helped me stay organized. Make sure to test out all kinds of posts like static single posts, Instagram reels, carousels, and review your analytics to see what types of posts are reaching more people and getting more engagement. Kittl has some amazing Instagram templates that will also save you a lot of time. Just go into the search bar and search Instagram to browse through their library of templates. They have many carousels that you can go in to quickly customize. Once again, the thumbnails will show you what the posts look like, although they are fully customizable, just like the Pinterest pins we created earlier. Now, if you're noticing that your posts are just not getting enough traction and you have a very small profile that you feel is not growing fast enough, then you can actively connect with your target audience on a daily basis by finding creators within your niche and browsing through who currently follows them. You can engage with people within your niche, click on the profiles of people liking and commenting on their posts, and engage with their profiles as well. This will encourage them to check out your profile and maybe even browse through your products. The goal is to build real, authentic relationships with your ideal audience that will eventually want to buy from you. All right, strategy number 5 is so overlooked in my opinion, and that's to focus on reviews. Social proof is one of the most important factors that convinces shoppers to purchase a product. Personally, when I'm shopping online, reviews are so important to me because I want to know that what I'm buying is high quality. Of course, not everyone that purchases from you is going to leave a review. In fact, only about 5 to 10% of customers are actually going to bother doing it. But there's definitely ways to encourage your customers to give your products feedback. And here are the methods that have worked for me. I started selling my very first digital product on Etsy. And from the beginning, customer service was my top priority, as it should always be. First, I made sure that all my listings were very clear on what they would be getting with their purchase so that there's no confusion. I made it very clear in my listing images and description that it's a digital product and it will be delivered in a zip folder to their email with multiple files. I would privately message every single customer after they bought something from my shop to thank them for their purchase and if they needed help with anything. So if they had any questions on how to download or print their files, I would be there to assist. Most times they responded thanking me and they were excited to use my product. I would wait a couple of days and then message them again asking if they're enjoying their product, and then I would ask them if they could leave me feedback in my shop. Allura is an Etsy research tool that I use, and they came out with an article that talks about how to ask customers for reviews the right way. So I actually recommend reading through this article. I will link it for you down below, but they have an example of what you can write, and I absolutely love it. You can read through this whole message, but I just wanted to point this section out where they say, I would be incredibly grateful if you took the time to leave me some feedback. You can leave a review here if you like, and then they include the reviews page just to make it really easy for a customer to click on it and leave a review. You can also ask people in your circle, whether it's your family or your friends that could actually benefit from your products, if they would like to purchase something from your shop and leave you some feedback. There's nothing wrong with that as long as the reviews are genuine and they're actually using your products. Once you have some social proof, you need to prioritize sharing it consistently to your audience on social media and through your email list, because people hate missing out and they will want to experience the benefits of your products too, especially when they see how much other people are loving them. I promise if you follow these strategies and stay consistent, you will get results. But if you have given it some time, you've been putting in the work and you're noticing a lot of traffic but not nearly as many sales, then it's time to analyze the products you're offering with a fresh and objective eye. We might love the products we're offering, but it may just not be what our audience wants right now. So as a business owner, it's super important that you focus on your analytics and adjust your offers accordingly. And I'm referring to all of your analytics. So if you're selling on Etsy, go into your stats on a consistent basis to see what products are bringing in the most traffic and the most sales and which ones are not performing well. This will help you determine what types of products to focus on because you're just going to double down on what's already working. If you're building an email list and maybe you're offering more than one freebie, take a look at which freebie is getting the most signups. That might give you an idea of what people are more interested in, and you can create products that complement that freebie specifically. If you're promoting your products on Pinterest and Instagram, look at the analytics of each of your posts to see which ones are gaining more traction, reaching more viewers, getting more clicks, etc. And the best type of market research you can have is by actually communicating with your audience. Ask them what types of products they would love to see in your shop. Get to know their struggles and their needs and create products to help serve them best. Now that you have some actionable tips, I recommend starting with one strategy from the list, get very comfortable with it, and move on to the next one. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying everything out at once because you will burn out very quickly, and I don't want you to get discouraged. Make sure to try out Kittl using the link in the description box below. It will save you time when creating multiple pins and Instagram posts for your products. If you choose to sign up for a paid subscription, use code SandraYT for 25% off your first year. Give this video a like if it was helpful, and you can head over to this video next where I share some Pinterest tips in further detail. So I'll see you there.